Adobe's there from the beginning, from the inception, the moment you click File New. I created for the post-production suite where the editors live, so I wanted to make sure I made something that felt complementary to them.
Being here in this Live Nation building, and this room specifically, being used as a makeup room that has this heritage, if you will, and I was thinking about that as I was making it. How could it actively inspire musicians right now?
My art tries to bring as many elements of Hollywood. I really wanted to make sure that I incorporated parts of the city that I would see while I'm driving around, like the Palladium building that I drive by and see a name on the marquee, and I'm like, I would love to go to that. Adobe has a program for anything that you would want to do for digital art, especially Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop my whole life. Rebuilding the marquee was probably the most difficult part of the process because there's a grid line behind it and it has a natural curve to it. I think anybody who works with photos in Photoshop knows that like your blending modes are your best friends. And you want to chef it up as much as you can and make it your own.
The way I work is I create all these pieces and then I bring it to Photoshop, and Photoshop becomes this place where all these aspects can marry together. And so I started by photographing a friend of mine sort of as a reference, and then in Photoshop drawing around her, like making the contours, and I start blurring that with another pen tool. So I started creating like a gradient of color from there. Recently I've been like adding a blur filter and then lightening that. It adds this like glowing texture. I was really inspired by Art Deco, so I ventured onto the Wiltern and got a lot of inspiration from all of the artwork in the building itself. What I am creating is not referencing movies in Hollywood, but it's like what happens after hours, you know, the jazz clubs, the nightclubs, and all of the talent that comes from there.
It's very rare that you get the opportunity to like see something in the real world that you've created digitally. So seeing something physical and of this scale, I was really blown away by it.
When I walked in here and I saw the design and seeing it in a big wall, it was very fulfilling.
I think it's really cool that artists are gonna come in here, artists that I've looked up to and listened to my whole life are gonna somehow interact with something. Maybe I'll see like a video and there my art's in the background.
I'm proud of the work, happy that the people here liked it, happy that it translated well from the digital screen to this big wall. Perhaps the most rewarding piece of art I've made because of it.